I'm Mark Dresner, and this is the Research Insider, a special interview series featuring experts and leaders in consumer and shopper research. The Research Insider is brought to you by the annual Shopper Insights in Action Conference, uniting the world's top manufacturers and retailers to activate intelligence and drive basket growth. Joining me today is Craig Geiger. He is the Senior Manager of Shopper Insights and Category Solutions at Campbell Soup Company. Craig, welcome to the Research Insider.
Mark, it's good to be here.
Great to have you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your current role and responsibilities, what you're doing at Campbell?
Well, it's interesting. If you look back in the industry, for years we've done account-specific planning, we've done annual planning with our customers, and to a certain extent it was driven by insights we had on our brands, and also to a certain extent to what we knew about shoppers within those customers. But we never really had a great level of insights-driven joint business planning. So one of the things we look at are macro trends to understand what the future holds. Driving down into our business, we realized that we had a lot of insights about our consumers and some insights about our shoppers, but we were looking for a way to bring that information into the joint business planning process, more specifically. So insights-driven joint business planning starts with insights planning jointly with your customer, or joint insights planning, JIP, I call it. To make joint insights planning work, and it's very simple actually, you have to start with alignment on who you're focused against. Now you say, well, of course, that's an easy one. Well, not necessarily. If I know who the Campbell Soup consumer is, and I know who the V8 shopper is, they may not be the most valuable purchaser, or the MVP I call them, at the customer level. We're trying to then align against what the MVP is, the most valuable purchaser for our brands within a retailer, and that's the basis now that we can align against for joint insights planning.
I see.
We also want to align against what the focus issues are of the day. So for instance, it could be low income or SNAP, people shopping with SNAP or EBT funding. It could be moms and looking for solutions. So we align not only on who the core shopper or most valuable purchaser is, but also on those issues that are important not only to our customer and our company. That alignment area then is fed back through joint insights planning to do the research we need to do to then drive the insights we need to get to be able to drive joint business planning. So the first part is to say, are we aligned on the issues? Are we aligned on the shopper? Those parts have happened.
Yeah. Okay.
The second part, are we aligned as far as the research gaps we have? Yes. So we can prioritize then against what research we're doing.
Okay.
Now the next phase, Mark, is to really figure out then how we're going to go after that research and then bring it back to bear in our next session before we hit joint business planning.
What tips or advice would you have for them in closing us out here, based on your experience so far, given that it's new?
That's a great question, Mark, and I'll tell you why. You think, well, this is only for the very large, but it isn't really, because it's a very simple process. Everybody has resources, everybody has a customer. The first part is simply making sure that you're aligned with your customer about who their most valuable purchaser is. And that sounds simple, and it generally is, but ask the question. Yeah. Secondly, you can ask your suppliers the same thing. So if you were just starting out to do this, are you truly aligned in your organization against who the most valuable purchaser is? That's the first start. And too often we might say, well, we know who our soup consumer is. For sure, they're very valuable. Of course they are. But are they valuable across your customers? Now you got to find that intersection. And anybody can do that, large or small company. We've also done something that I think anybody can do. Our headquarter research team has gone out and done and continues to do insights roadshows.
Okay.
So bring out the insights from headquarters. So anybody can do that.
Right.
I don't care if you're a person of one market researcher or 50, put together an insights roadshow team to go out to the field, talk to customers, work with your insights field-based people.
Yeah.
And then you'll gain that alignment you're looking for, no matter what size your company.
That's fantastic advice. Craig, this is a great concept. I appreciate you sitting down with sharing with us, and I hope that you'll come back and keep us posted as things move along. I'd love to hear more.
Can't wait to get the results and share them with you.
Okay, great. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for your time,
today.
Mark.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
And that concludes this episode of the Research Insider. Till next time, I'm Mark Dresner, and you've just heard the Insight Scoop.